Good afternoon. Welcome to Military Strategies. We are live right now. March the 17th, 2026. Israel, the IDF, the Air Force, fade to black, Ali Larijani. That's right, last night, Israel effectively dispatched Iran's supreme leader after the death of Khamenei. Ali Larijani appeared the other day at the demonstration. Last Friday, Military Strategies made a disturbing statement. Why had Larijani survived? Days later, March 17, 2026, Ali Larijani is dead. Family, your likes, your comments. Let's begin. Subscribe, family. Good afternoon. Welcome to Military Strategies. We are live right now. Oh my, what news? Fade to black, Ali Larijani, a decisive blow. Bibi gave the order over the phone. I want Larijani. Welcome, everyone. We are live right now. Please. We are sharing this news on all social networks, not just here, but also on the channel. On the Judeo Historia channel, Military Strategies announced live a few days ago that Ali Larijani was going to be eliminated after his appearance last Friday. It's Tuesday. I announced the thing about Larijani on Friday, and last night Israel took him out. Welcome. We are live once again. We nail it again. We reinforce the story again. We write it before it happens again. Oh my goodness, oh my goodness. Official statement from the IDF. We have Israel Katz, we have a lot of people, we have videos, we have posts, a lot of information. But the image of the story, the image of Larijani. This one. This is the official image of the IDF, translated into Spanish. Obviously, they still don't have an advanced Spanish department up to this point. And there is Larijani, the leader of the terrorist regime, the real Iranian Ali Larijani, eliminated after the assassination of Khamenei. He acted as the de facto leader of the Iranian terrorist regime and led the fight against the State of Israel and the countries of the region. He served as Secretary of the Supreme Security Council, Nacional. We continue. He was one of the most senior and highest-ranking figures in the leadership of the Iranian terrorist regime. He led law enforcement operations, suppressed violence, and even personally oversaw the massacre committed against Iranian protesters in the latest demonstrations. So that people understand this, and moreover understand it very clearly. Larijani, after the death of Khamenei, he is the most important figure in the regime, above Mojtaba. Mojtaba is nobody compared to Larijani. Larijani is the de facto leader of Iran. He was until they took him out. Now we'll see if he communicated with the Ouija board or how he did it. In fact, notice that just a moment ago, a few hours ago, Larijani was writing things on Twitter, and about 40 or 50 minutes ago, he posted something. But the truth is, Larijani is eliminated. Israel doesn't take chances with these things. If they come out and say he's out, then he's out. And also, he hasn't been the only one to go with him. We have another bombshell, another one. There have been more eliminations, a super important one, also key in this story. Ali Larijani family hasn't gone to the other world alone. Along with him, another of the most relevant figures of the regime has been added to the blacklist today. The commander of the Basij Guard, Golan Reza Soleimani, the head of the Basij. No more, no less. Also faded to black, there is the image. Israel sends a fade to black, Israel to the most important leadership in Iran right now. The Basij unit, which was under the leadership of Soleimani, served as the main instrument of repression for the regime. It played an important role in the repression during the protests, and is the equivalent of a brigadier general. Are the Basij left without a leader? We are Live Family Military Strategies, bringing you the breaking news, reporting what's happening right now. Welcome. Well, oh my, we have videos, we have stories, they're really nervous right now. Last night we played it, and they were mocking Donald Trump and mocking Israel. The spokesperson for Iran in English was making jokes about Trump. There was a phone call between Donald Trump and Vivi last night.
A message to the President of the United States. The outcome of the war cannot be determined by tweets.
The outcome of the war cannot be determined on Twitter. But last night, Vivi told Trump, the time has come for Larijani. His moment has arrived. It's the moment.
A strange thing has happened, and it's that they actually wanted it.
The last interview of Larijani alive? It's the last interview of him alive. We're going to watch the last video now here on Military Strategies in a few minutes. Because how did we get to Larijani? How was he eliminated? What happened? All the details here live on Military Strategies. But before that, I want to thank all of you for being here live, always with us, for joining us, and for supporting us, supporting this channel every day. Images. Important. This was the moment when Israel Cat announced the elimination of Ali Larijani. Zamir's face is a sight, a real sight.
Hello, welcome to Salau, and I am in Salau to continue and to close.
The military attaché on the right is another sight.
The leadership of Iran's regime of terror and oppression, and to repeatedly cut off the head of the octopus so it doesn't regrow. Donald Trump spoke about the pace and high turnover of Iran's leadership. On the Washington clock, we will update him that the high turnover rate continues and is even increasing with the constant elimination of two. I just came across the parameter that the National Security Council sent to the President and to the base commander.
We have taken down Larijani.
And to the base commander.
To the Chief General of the Basij.
The butcher of the protesters was eliminated tonight and joined the head of the extermination program, Khamenei, and all the thwarted members of the axis of evil in the depths of hell of the Basij.
Tremendous. Oh my God. How are things going? How are things going? Things are really heating up. Things are really heating up. Family, oh my God. Well. I saw this coming today. Boom. This doesn't stop, huh? Israel, it doesn't stop. Oh my God. Israel in the north, in the east, Israel in the south, Israel in the west, Israel only made in Israel. Attention, with this, last night priority targets were attacked in areas such as Tehran, Tabriz, Sirab, and also he was taken out, he was left from the Iranian Naval Intelligence Center. From there we see it, there it is. All of it. That building no longer exists, it's gone, it has disappeared, it has disappeared, it has disappeared. And possibly, I mean, Larijani, he wasn't far, Larijani. Possibly. Oh my God, what madness. Oh man, we're live, family, we are. Military strategies. What a story, what a story. What should I tell today?
In general, researchers, when they go somewhere or to Ali Larijani,
He was the mastermind behind everything that had been happening for years in this whole region. The guy responsible is the man who whispered to the Ayatollah. That's him, the whisperer who told him where an attack should happen, where things needed to occur. The one who gave the orders for Hezbollah to launch attacks against Israel. The one who gave the orders to execute his own people, the one who gave the most sinister orders of the Ali Larijani regime. Nada más y nada menos. None other than this sinister figure was the one who was now in command. After the death of the Ayatollah, he had so much power that the Ayatollah's security depended on him. He is the main person responsible for the Ayatollah's death. His work as a security advisor, as the head of security for the Ayatollah and the internal regime, failed completely. He failed completely, and obviously, if he couldn't protect the Ayatollah, how is he going to protect himself? Notice how daring Larijani was. He had so little respect and thought he was so untouchable. That he regularly posted on his social media posts like this one, mocking the death of American soldiers. March 8th. Image from his social media on Twitter. Those who say that wars aren't won on Twitter, they never stop posting, they never stop posting. He was making the symbol of the death of American and Israeli soldiers, right? In reference to the video of the White House with Donald Trump and Melania Trump paying tribute to those fallen in the war? Now, we'll have to make that symbol for him. Ali Larijani is eliminated, dead, he's not coming back anymore. But some people say, some people comment, that Israel is losing the war. We don't know how, but they're losing it. The question is, in his last appearance this Friday, how many of those who are there are Mossad agents? How many that day were following Ali Larijani? Tremendous. The Larijani operation, family, didn't start last night. The Larijani operation started on February 28th, and he was being closely monitored. Last Friday, Ali Larijani made the fatal mistake. After the initial moments of attacks, Larijani was hiding in the shadows only to appear later. On Friday. Last Friday. Last Friday, Larijani appeared in public without fear. He did so alongside other leaders. Ezeskiam, Araki, a group of leaders who went out into the streets for a few minutes to make a propaganda video. This one,
The citizens are ready to face the enemies.
Donald Trump talks a lot and soon he will talk little.
Why haven't you converted? To which one? Your answer.
Inshallah, thank you for watching the video.
Inshallah.
Inshallah.
They stand out because they mixed videos from different days. Here, Larijani is wearing a black jacket.
Thank you.
In this one, he's wearing a brown jacket.
What do you think of them?
That is
Ay la 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 la, ay la la.
Larijani. They kept moving him with different jackets, or maybe those are separate videos.
So, are the citizens ready to face the enemies?
How many of those who were there were Mossad agents? I think that's the key question.
The citizens are ready for the call.
To the citizens, call them.
Call the inshallah, God willing, he's already dead. But what happened the other day? What happened the other day when I was with Judio Historia, when we were live watching what was happening? Family, right now there are 10,000 of us. Please, your likes are super important. The more you talk in the chat, the more chances you have to win a membership when it's raffled. Also, if you want to support the channel so we can keep making content like this, so we can keep nailing every analysis and prediction we make about this war, you can do it with PayPal. My handle, Military Strategies. Thank you so much for being with us, for joining us, for being here in this historic moment. For Israel, for the people of Iran, and for the whole world. The other day I was invited to the Judio Historia channel, together with Moshem Gibeki, an Iranian who is in Spain. One of the voices, like so many others, that fights for Iranian people's freedom. This happened on Friday. Military strategies. I was there listening carefully, and someone in the chat asked that, why aren't they eliminated? Why didn't they eliminate Larijani during the demonstration? Why? Let's watch the video, plus the extras that appear back here in the image. The one you showed earlier that I'm seeing on the replay. And if you want to play the Larijani video, we'll watch it again. People will realize what I'm saying right now.
Let's go with Larijani.
The money is coming, last speaker. He exposed himself, so now they'll track him and know their location. They're bombing Tehran right now. They're bombing Tehran right now. Let's see if we don't get news in the next few minutes that one of these guys is being blown up. Look, it has 3 security rings. First the close one, then there are others behind it, and then even more behind those that don't allow people to get close. And also, most of the people on the other sidewalk are going in the opposite direction. That is, he came out from wherever he was just to take some pictures, to take a few photos. He wasn't even really part of the demonstration. Because what we see there is a scattered group of people behind him. You don't see a big demonstration or a large crowd of people. Israel could have eliminated him. Yes, they could have done it. If they haven't, it's because they prefer not to do it now and to keep following his steps. Israel likes to carry out 40-second operations, in which in 40 seconds they eliminate an entire leadership. And I think that's the goal. Don't they want to? Now? In fact, look, maybe Israel is even giving them freedom of movement so they let their guard down.
It could be to leave.
Go out, go outside, nothing happens. Go outside, nothing happens. When they least expect it, there he is. Larijani is not going to survive. Larijani definitely won't survive. And like him, a few more, so I think that... And like him, a few more. Friday the 13th. Friday the 13th. Let them gain confidence and come out. We follow his steps. And that same night, when he's meeting with the leader of the Basij, with Soleimani, we take him out. That's right, military strategies, that's how all our friends are, Judeo Historia, Moshem, a lot of people. We've been nailing every single one since October 7th, and we haven't missed a single one. That's how things stand. And maybe that's one of the reasons why we're close to 500,000 people. In such a short time, and with 22 million views every month, maybe that's it. Pay attention to this. We have the image, we have the photo, we have... the moment, the one in which they say he's dead, he gives the order for the one who's alive to die. Muera. Welcome to military strategies. Pay attention to the photograph. Never has a phone been as frightening as the one in Bibi Netanyahu's office. When Bibi picks up the black phone, it means fade to black for someone. Tremendous, tremendous. This is the moment when Bibi picks up the phone. On the other end, David Barnea, the head of the Air Force. Green light for Larijani. This morning, Netanyahu gave the order to start eliminating the remaining leadership of the Iranian regime. And the day has just begun. It's only 1 in the afternoon. The day will be long and short for many in Iran, long in Israel, short in Iran. It was probably artificial intelligence that decided the time for Larijani, and his elimination would come on this March 17th, 2026. There was Larijani coming out in public from his burrow. And the fatal mistake he made, going out to a demonstration of a few hundred people, which cost him his life. A few days later, when the opportunity has come, when the moment has arrived. Ahí ha estado. And Israel launching the final attack precisely at this delicate moment we're in right now, in the war. It's amazing, I'm serious. Israel's ability to take people out in Tehran is absolutely amazing. By the way, right now, while we're talking at this moment, there are attacks all over Tehran. Right now, they're taking advantage. Right now, the fall of Larijani to deliver a decisive blow to the regime. Tremendous, right now. Mujtaba has said that now is not the time to ease tensions or make a truce. He wants to keep fighting. Mujtaba wants to continue with the war. He has to prove that he is a strong man, especially after they revealed his sexual orientation. I don't have a problem with this, but according to what the regime thinks, they have to demonstrate the strength of the regime. Be careful with this, because Mujtaba could be the next one to get the call. If Bibi picks up the phone and targets someone, Bibi doesn't leave anyone alive. That's the reality right now, at this moment in Israel. We have more information, we have more data. Why? An hour ago. Someone wrote on Larijani's account. But just yesterday, Larijani was saying at 3:30 in the afternoon, a 6-point message will soon be published addressed to Muslims all over the world and to the governments of Islamic countries. What message did Larijani have? Let's take a look at it. The last message from Larijani. Here it is. To Muslims all over the world and to the governments of Islamic countries. Iran was the victim of a treacherous U.S. Zionist aggression during negotiations aimed at dismantling the country. This aggression resulted in the martyrdom of the great leader of the Islamic Revolution, who was making his way through the media, along with several civilians and military commanders. However, the aggressors faced a firm national Islamic resistance from the Iranian people. 2. You know what? Within the limits of political stances, no Islamic country has supported the Iranian people. However, the Iranian people, thanks to their iron will, have managed to subdue the aggressor. To the point that until now, they have been unable to find a way out of this difficult strategic situation. 3. They continued their resistance against the great Satan and the lesser Satan, that is, the United States and Israel, the Shaitan. Doesn't the stance of some Islamic governments contradict the saying of the Prophet? Whoever hears a man crying out, "O Muslims," and does not respond is not a Muslim? What kind of Islam is this? Larijani was crying out to the Islamic world a few days ago, asking them for help. 4. Some countries have gone even further, claiming that Iran has become their enemy for having attacked United States bases and United States and Israeli interests on their territory. Did they really expect Iran to stand by while they use United States bases in their countries to attack it? These are flimsy pretexts. The current confrontation is between the United States and Israel on one side, and Iran, the Muslim majority, and the resistance forces on the other. Which side are you on? Larijani was asking the Muslims. 5. Think about the future of the Muslim world. You know that the United States is not trustworthy, and maybe it's your enemy. Take a moment to reflect on yourselves and the future of the region. Iran offers you sincere advice and does not seek to dominate you. 6. The unity of the Islamic nation, if fully achieved, is capable of guaranteeing the security, progress, and independence of all its countries. Peace be upon you, a blessing from God. Ali Larijani. That's right, Larijani. Ali Larijani. Recently, he was seeking revolution, the activation of sleeper cells, and terrorist attacks all over the world. By sending the letter, he tried to integrate the Sunni side. Deep inside, deep within this war, he didn't succeed. He didn't have time. His voice is silenced today. And his body lay horizontal. Tal. If there's anything left to bury, I doubt it, knowing Israel, that anything recognizable is left. Fade out, horizontal for Larijani. And even on March 8th, he already predicted it. Now Nasrallah is with Soleimani, with Raisi, with Zucker, with Janil, with Khamenei. The list is already endless. The list is incredible. Sinwar. Dave. There's no one left. Only... There are 4 left. October 7th, 2023 was the beginning of a new Middle East. The misfortune of Israel, the curse that fell upon Israel that day, completely changed all history, the entire history, completely. The people. How are things right now in Iran after hearing the news that Larijani is dead? How are things being experienced in Iran at this moment? Attention, we have video. Look at the people. People are starting to believe. They're starting to believe that there is a new opportunity for Iran and that freedom is near. Video right now from Tehran showing freedom is near. That's right. People from their balconies, from inside their homes, so they won't be found, are shouting, whistling, and celebrating the fall of Larijani. Amazing. This is amazing. You see, Larijani had become one of the most hated figures within the regime. Now he is also part of the cardboard museum. There he is. Another image that's already circulating on social media, and it's amazing. And a few minutes ago, someone posted this on their Twitter account. There it is. Let's see what it is. There we have it. From the afterlife, Ali Larijani wrote on Twitter, "The funeral of the Islamic Republic of Iran Navy warriors. Their memory will always remain in the hearts of Iranians. These martyrs will establish the foundations of the Army of the Islamic Republic within the armed forces for years. I pray to Almighty God to grant these dear martyrs the highest rank." And he would write a letter in his own handwriting, written by himself. It will be his last will, it will be his legacy, it will be the last coded message from Larijani. It is possible that it is very likely that it is this one we see here. The last message he's scheduled to be sent out, and the last message that is no longer here right now. Breaking news. Breaking news right now, family sirens. In Doha, explosions in Doha, and right now in Doha is the King of Jordan visiting the Emir of Qatar. Explosions in Doha right now, Qatar. Last night, more than 300 Basij were eliminated at the Basij Forces Operational Center, according to an Iranian media outlet. Along with their boss, while they were meeting. We also have footage of what's happening in Sharjah, which is next to Dubai. Industrial area of Sharjah.
Said, if it's Ovis Maynor, meet us, Said.
Netanyahu, Bibi spoken again, has spoken again. This is a new Middle East, but not like Paris's. It's an unrealistic and optimistic vision. Relationships are being forged with some countries that until recently seemed imaginary. New alliances. Arrival of King of Jordan Abdullah in Qatar. King of Jordan, who has a key role at this moment in the war, also who is currently offering support to Israel in air defense. Incredible, the new alliances of an amazing Middle East. Here we see, with the Prince of the United Arab Emirates from Dubai, his father was also there, who is the Emir of Dubai. The people from Abu Dhabi are also there. They've all gathered, they've had a meeting. And be careful with these meetings, they're not just diplomatic meetings. In Arab culture, when these kinds of meetings happen, this kind of diwania, which is what it's called in Arabic, wars can be declared. This meeting is not a casual meeting. First it was in Dubai, now it's in Qatar. It's possibly the operation that's underway. By the way, early warnings. At this moment, there could be a launch from Iran at any time. That's right, a launch from Iran. We're connecting with cameras right now. Alert cameras, 6 minutes until a missile arrives. Iran, we're live. Family. It seems that the regime in Iran didn't take the Larijani situation very well and wants to launch attacks. One was happening every hour before this program started. We're under attack. We're live right now on military strategies. 16,700 people. An E-52 in Israel. Attack. At this moment, we can see what's happening over there, what's going on. Missiles were launched last night. The Arrow system destroyed missiles today as well. We see last night's footage. Here it goes. Hezbollah releases this video. Interesting. Cruise missile. A cruise missile launched against Israel, against Malbakim, one of the most important air bases in Israel. We can see that it has a Soviet origin design and manufacturing. and it was mounted on a truck to be launched. March 3rd, 2026. We see the launch of that cruise missile, and it wasn't the only thing. Minutes later, they launched a precision ballistic missile, day 15. This most recent one. There we see it. Hezbollah again. But then comes Minister Alvarez. Irene. Iglesias' wife says that in Lebanon we must avoid a massacre, but we'll see that later. Right now we're waiting for Iran's attack. Where is that missile going to land? What are the alarms? Images, sirens? Right now, people near the shelters in Israel are waiting for a missile from Iran to arrive. We are here live. 3 minutes. 3 minutes until that missile arrives. Family, your likes, your comments. This is military strategies, the war live. We also have footage of Iran's attacks on the United Arab Emirates, on the base that we explored a few days ago. We were looking for the training camp in Iran, and we found it. There. We see the damage at the United Arab Emirates base. A ballistic missile right in the center, a ballistic missile that also landed in an aircraft area where there was material damage. All of this report. This is provided by China and Russia, allies of the regime, who are now working directly to help them bomb targets in the region. We're still live, folks. Let's connect to the cameras now and listen to see if there are any alarms or not. We have targets. Alarm map of alarms at this moment. Central area of Kashtan area. Tel Aviv. South Holon area. From the south. Binay Brak Center. Sorry about the wind, okay? Sorry about the wind on the camera. Modin area, our friend Marcelo Kiselewski. More alarms right now, more... More missiles in the Judea-Samaria area. Missile alarms in Judea and Samaria. North of Jerusalem. No explosions can be heard at the moment. No explosions can be heard at the moment. That's good news. No explosions are heard right now. And here you see it, a missile, a single missile. Al Jazeera itself is saying that the level of Iran's strike is very weak, that it has dropped by more than 90%. It's incredible, fam. We have a message from Pezeskiam. There's a message from Pezeskiam. For now, no missile has destroyed Kustam. Israel is still standing. Israel is still standing, family. That's the message from Pezeskiam. We are live. We are on military strategies. If you like the content, you have the super chats. We will get to the super chats in a moment. Historic day. Lights out for Larijani. Lights out. We're here 24 hours. We don't rest. We don't sleep. Last night until 4 in the morning, 4:30 in the morning working, and now we're here again. Andrea Villar, thank you very much. Egil, good morning. Military strategies. I'm sure the Mossad has made a difference in this war. Take care. 100%. 100% Anthropophago. Anthropologist, 20 memberships. Thank you very much, Anthropologist. Another 20 memberships, Anthropologist. Thank you very much, Mari Carmen. 3 super chats. Thank you so much. Which are fantastic for us. We continue with more super chats. Magalucy, thank you very much. Maricela, thank you very much. Maria Fuentes, thank you very much. Isaac, a hug, my friend. He gives us a membership. Thank you very much, Isaac. All my support to Israel from Spain. Juliet. Ankil, thank you very much. Strategies. And on the anniversary of the attack on the Israeli embassy in Buenos Aires in 1992, Poetic Justice. It's true, that's a good point. That's a good point. That's a good fact, thank you. Year 1992 year. Sad anniversary. But happy because one of the masterminds behind that attack is no longer here. Memory and honor to the victims, Embassy of Israel in Argentina, year 1992. Poetic Justice. That's right, Poetic Justice. I like it. Israel's justice is coming. Always, sooner or later, it always comes. Always. Do you have any left? Moshe Rosa is responsible? Him too. Great contribution. Maria Teresa, we welcome you. Welcome, Maria Teresa. Thank you very much. Thank you. Maria Teresa has become a member. Thank you very much to the new members. Maria Perez, welcome. Thank you very much, Maria. Thank you for everything. From Beersheba, Luis Manuel, a hug for Beersheba. Great friends in Beersheba. Thank you very much. Long live Israel and the United States of America. He says it will change the Middle East and the world. Perlita. Yamile, thank you so much for that super chat, really, thank you. Is this your first super chat or your 5th live super chat? Thank you so much for supporting us. Incredible, incredible. They say, my mother used to say, may she rest in peace. She used to say, don't you worry, don't you worry. Revenge is something that's served cold. Just let things happen. Let things flow. Sooner or later, it will happen. That's how it goes. It'll happen eventually. Bet, thanks a lot for the super chat. For all the super chats. What an important day. It could be a day that changes the war and the future of the war. Always. Message from Peseshkian. Let's see it. Masoud Pezeshkian, temporary president of Iran. Be careful, he's one of those who attended the demonstration. Today, the Iranian people are saddened as they remember the 20 immortals and 84 oppressed admirals of the Dana ship. The names of the brave men of the Navy of the Islamic Republic of Iran will remain as high and enduring as the steadfast peaks of Dana. I once again condemn this crime against humanity and offer my condolences to their loved ones, families, and colleagues. Of Ali Larijani. Nothing, they still don't acknowledge it, they still don't explain it. We have more news from the city of Iran. There are more eliminations, we have more. This doesn't stop, huh? This doesn't stop. You can already leave the shelters. This doesn't stop. We have new eliminations. Today, the airport to the Virgin Islands is overwhelmed. Tasni News. The brothers, General Mahmoud Bagheri, head of the missile program of the Islamic Revolutionary Guard during the 12-day war, and Commander Jabhat Bagheri. In the current conflict, they were eliminated by Israel, the Bagheris. And pay attention. With this, can someone become a millionaire in Iran right now? Why? Because a few days ago, the United States offered a reward of $10 million for information about these individuals. Mojtaba alias Sargesadi, the Secretary of the Defense Council, the advisor to the Supreme Leader. We also had here In this photograph, Yahya Rahim Safavi, military advisor, the head of the military office, Ali Larijani, Skander, Momeni and Ismail Katif. To the new Revolutionary Guard commander. This was published by the United States of America with $10 million more, a new life in the United States of America. Extraction from Iran, expenses paid. A new opportunity for someone. Possibly someone used that link, Thor's link, and on Friday they asked where Larijani was, and Israel carried out the operation. It's that clear. Thank you, it's that clear. We're live right now. Family, momento, incredible moment. Incredible moment. 100% of what's happening right now. We have a new message from someone who might be featured on the front page of this channel soon. He's not in Iran or Lebanon. The Secretary General of Harakat Iran supported Hezbollah al-Nujaba in Iraq. The resistance in Iraq continues attacks until the occupation is expelled, the country is fully liberated, and its stolen sovereignty is restored. Well, this same person, the Secretary, the little Nasrallah, buying tickets to leave, and attention, there's breaking news. Strong, very strong right now. And the order has just been given. Direct. Idam Israel steps on the accelerator and turns a neighborhood in Iran into the new Dahia. Urgent evacuation order to all people located in District 15 of Tehran, according to the area marked in red on the attached map. The Israeli army will keep operating here, as it has recently across Iran, to target the Iranian regime's military infrastructure. Dear citizens, for your safety and health, we ask you to immediately leave the areas marked on the map and not to approach them in the coming hours. Your presence in this area puts your life in danger. District 15. Can we geolocate this place? We can? Will it be possible to locate District 15? Is anything impossible for military strategies? Wow. It looks like the photograph matches. Well, this whole area has to be evacuated immediately, right away. Ah. There's a hospital. Well, then this area has to be evacuated. It has to be evacuated immediately. There's a cemetery. Let's also see what's around here. The Iranian Inquisition judge is missing. That's right, the Inquisition judge is missing. He will fall soon, and this whole neighborhood They're going to remodel it. Operation. District 15. Oh my god, if I were them, I would leave. Of course, in District 15, we're going to see the image. Things are going to get crazy here. It's going to get crazy. Let's check if we already have footage of planes going there. Live. Right now, we're reminding you, family. Breaking news. Ali Larijani has been eliminated by Israel. We also take this moment to say what we always say. This channel is a news channel. We seek calm, peace, and tranquility, but we reaffirm the freedom of expression on this platform. We report the news in a different way. We provide educational, documentary, and historical content. We do not glorify war. We do not want wars. We want peace, and we hope that extraterrestrials visit us as soon as possible. The union of races and peoples, and for all of us to sign peace over a rich and delicious dinner. Image right now. Interesting. Super mega interesting. Tanker planes leaving this debate show. Is there a route right now? A plane from a plane to the Red Sea. Tanker planes right now taking off from Ben Gurion, and the ones from Jordan, which are also already waiting, also here. Well, right now, based on the information we have, a brutal attack against Iran is approaching. Devastating. Let's change the filter. Now we see it more clearly. From the United Kingdom, crossing all of Europe, reaching Greece right now. Strategic bombers heading to Iran together with Israel. Look, how are the tankers coming up from Saudi Arabia heading north to enter Iran? The entire Strait of Hormuz area is going to undergo a transformation in the next few hours. This is happening right now while we're talking, family. We're live here on Military Strategies. And let's welcome a friend. Let's welcome a friend of the channel, because man, in historic moments, in big moments, he has to be with us. He has to be with us. Let's change the background right now in our studio. Let's put up a new image. Tremendous, huh? Tremendous. We have a new image to welcome our friend. Let's see who's around here. Who's coming? There, that's Judistoria. Judistoria, of course.
Shalom, shalom.
Hombre, man.
How's it going, people? Before you even started, people were already saying, taco, taco, I want to see taco. People don't care what I say, they just want to see taco.
Put Taco on, put Taco on.
Taco's around there. No, Taco's over there. I don't want to bother him either because now he's coming. I just called him and he's coming. Come, Taco, come here. Come on.
There he goes. He's getting away. He's getting away.
He's around here, Taco. Don't worry. How's it going?
Hey, all good. Larijani is dead.
Fade to black.
Fade to black. Do you remember what happened last Friday on your channel?
Here is Taco. So you can say hi to Taco?
There is Taco, the great Taco, Taco analyst.
Geopolitical analyst.
Do you remember what happened last Friday on your channel?
Last Friday on my channel? Let's see.
Wait.
I don't even know what I had for breakfast today. Do you think I would remember with motion?
We were with motion.
With motion?
Yes, I remember. We were watching the protest. At one point I say, show the image of Larijani because I want to show what's happening there.
And do you explain why he was still alive at that moment? Why wasn't Israel interested in taking him out at that moment? That they were going to follow him, that they wanted to give him the sense of security, that Israel likes to do 40-second operations, I remember you said, because I don't know if you've already mentioned it. There were other eliminations. It wasn't the only one.
That's right. There have been more. Well, the Basij boss, the head of the Basij, who is super important.
I have some information, though I'm not sure if you've shared it already. I see you've been broadcasting for over an hour. I just stopped by to say hi before I go.
All right. We're doing important things. Let's see.
But I couldn't not come. I had to, at this moment, we had to comment on what's happening. According to Iran International, which is one of the opposition media outlets, during the night, Israel eliminated 300 members of the Basij.
See, that is the central base where the chief was meeting at that moment. With the 300 plus Larijani plus Larijani, it's destroyed. Larijani was meeting with them. He was meeting with everyone. Boom, taken out. The 300.
Yes.
And they're not Spartans, okay? Don't get it wrong. They're not Leonidas 300, but 300 barbarians who massacred their own people.
Yes. And well, about Larijani, well, it's like you always say, right? Here, we don't rejoice in anyone's death. We don't encourage anyone's elimination. We just report what happens. And of course, there's not a bit of joy.
No.
What we're saying, absolutely
nothing. All right.
No one here is celebrating. The tweet he wrote about a week ago where he tells Trump to be careful not to get eliminated. Do you remember?
Yes. He said that Trump was going to be eliminated.
He warned him to be careful not to be eliminated. And actually, I don't know if you showed it. I mean, you already showed everything. I've been here. I just arrived and you've been here over an hour. There's a tweet he wrote 2 days ago. What day is the 17th, the 15th? He retweeted the photo of the $10 million rewards where his face appears. And he kind of made a comment that he wouldn't mind being dead.
Look, we have it here. Let's put it up. Do you have it? Yeah, because we hadn't put it up yet. We were waiting for you so we could see your analysis, man. I knew you were going to come.
Yeah, of course.
Obviously,
it's a historic moment.
It's a Nasrallah level moment. Come on, you have it at hand. If I didn't put it there, you have it. There it is.
Okay.
There it is. I'm going to share my screen so you can see it too.
I consider death as pure happiness and life with the oppressors as pure misery. Okay?
You're already free and someone else has $10 million.
That's it. I consider death as pure happiness. Your wish is my command.
Is there anything else we can do for your majesty?
No, it's just that whatever you ask for, I mean, we're here to serve. We're only here to serve, nothing else.
Oh my goodness.
Israel is at your service.
This is like when you order an Uber and the Uber arrives.
Does anyone else want to order something, Vivi? Does anyone else have any requests?
Any wishes? Look, there's one thing we need to find or buy. It's the image. I think this image is the image of terror. When this man... Wait, I'll show you the photo so you can laugh. When he picks up the phone, Earth, swallow me up.
Yes.
He answers the phone and says, I want Larijani.
Wait, did you count how many fingers he has on his hand? Let's count the fingers. Let's see if he has 5 on one hand.
2455. He has a wedding ring. He's still married.
And the shape of the ears, did you notice if it's the same as in the original video?
Let's see if it's the same. Yes, right?
He does it really well. His double,
Yeah.
he's doing it really well.
The painting is well placed. The painting back there is well placed. That's a lie.
Huh? I mean, this is to make fun of everyone who says that every time Bibi appears, it's either a double or artificial intelligence. Did you know about the double? They're saying the double died, and now there's a double of that double.
The double of the double? Yeah.
The double of the double.
We still don't know anything about Mojtaba, whether he's ready to go out or if he's getting ready to leave.
Well, there are things we do know about Mojtaba.
Yeah, well, se han comentado cosas.
We do know some things, yes.
Yes, he has a good relationship with his teacher.
Very interesting, yes.
Yes, it is. Hey, let's see if people are going to think that you and I were putting up rainbow flags the other day. I want to make it clear that I don't sleep with Judeo Historia talk. No, same.
I always say on my channel, I don't know what the policy is here. I guess it's the same. Personally, it doesn't matter to me.
It doesn't matter to me either, huh?
Of course, I mean, personally, who sleeps with whom doesn't matter to me at all. And what personal preferences each person has. It's something I couldn't care less about, but it's still a pretty ironic curiosity, bar sinister. That the supreme leader of the dictatorship who acts most violently against that group is himself a member of that group. I mean, it's a bit ironic, and it's something that, since it's a curiosity, people talk about it, not because anyone here has anything against that group, not at all. That's something that needs to be clear as well, but it's one of life's ironies.
Look, it's amazing. They're still saying, and even really big accounts, that Bibi isn't alive. They're still going on about this? I can't believe it.
The other day, I was watching Let's Go Jerusalem yesterday.
Let's try to watch it today, even if we might not find it. Let's go.
Well, the other day, some people who were having coffee there found him by chance.
Hey,
you're in Israel and suddenly you see Bibi.
I know where the cafe is. Want to go and film a video there?
Of course, the cafe is a famous cafe. We can go to the cafe. Let's have a coffee there.
There's no goal there.
It doesn't matter. There's coffee.
Well, it doesn't matter. I know where there's a goal.
Coffee and some croissants too. Yes, we can go.
We're going to go. I promise we're going to go. Yair is going to record a video in Bibi's style, counting fingers to see if Yair is also artificial intelligence.
Yesterday, I was watching one of those channels that make us nervous. As I said, I like watching things that make me nervous.
I don't have time. Tell me.
And they were showing images of Tel Aviv destroyed, but that wasn't Tel Aviv. I mean, I don't know if it was artificial intelligence or if they were showing images of Khan Yunis and saying it was Tel Aviv.
But,
I mean, 3 people with academic backgrounds who have published books showing images and saying it's Tel Aviv, but they're actually from somewhere else or made with artificial intelligence. I just think it's already...
But Lodos, it was there in the Lodos Canal?
Or the friend?
Ah, okay, yes.
The friends.
Okay.
Yes.
I might go. I'll drop by one afternoon to talk to them, see what's going on.
Drop by. It's fun to see. I mean, yeah. Drop by.
Drop by. Besides, I'm going to drop by, but I'll join live from Tel Aviv.
Yeah.
Yeah, it would be harder.
Or a technical question? Does my sound come through better?
Yes, man. Generally, it sounds better. You know what I did?
I used some military strategies. I connected the whole system, the camera and the microphone. I installed a program in OBS so I could broadcast as if it were a camera and a microphone, and I'm connected through OBS.
The filters are really good.
Of course, so I added a bunch of filters for the camera and also for the microphone. And it should be working. I'm testing it with you. I haven't tried it on my channel yet.
Thanks, I'm going to try it.
On military strategies, they're using us.
Ariel. Yes. Thank you very much, Ariel. Thank you for using this channel as the perfect guinea pig. What do you think is going to happen today? That is, Vivi has already given the order for major eliminations. The Mossad account in Persian has said, "We're very close to you taking to the streets. It's just a little bit longer." Has the head of the Basij already been eliminated? It's going to be a crucial week in the war.
Yes, I think Larijani was the leader of Iran. I mean, I think the one giving the orders wasn't Muqtaba, either because he wasn't cognitively capable of doing it, because it's also rumored that the man isn't especially intelligent. Do you know this?
Right? Yes, yes. The father himself wasn't sure that he actually had the ability.
I mean, the father himself had said that he didn't want his son to be the one to succeed him in charge of the leadership of Iran, because it seems that he's not a very bright person. On top of that, we can add that he's probably not even physically able to lead at all. Otherwise, at the very least, he would have spoken, maybe with a voice recording, but there were no images. I don't think there are any, and he still didn't speak. Does that mean he's not capable and he's not leading anything himself? I think the one who was running everything was Larijani. It was him. He was the acting supreme leader. Now he's gone. So I think this helps increase the chaos within the Islamic Republic. On top of that, the head of the Basij is also no longer there, and the other members of the Basij, 300 of them, were eliminated. Obviously, they're going to start getting even more afraid to go out than they already were. I mean, they won't even be able to stay under the bridges. They won't be able to do anything.
Even in the tunnels, they've gone in with drones into the tunnels to take them out. Yeah.
Yeah, and I think this is going to keep contributing to the increase in chaos.
Look at Tehran, huh? The thing is...
Yeah, the thing is, of course, we're talking about a country that has an apocalyptic form of government. I mean, these guys are convinced that they're following God's wishes.
Do you understand then? A normal country...
A normal country, a Western country, a normal country would have already surrendered. Iran? No, because Iranians don't surrender. Because they will fight until the end. Because until the end, they will be convinced that Allah will help them. Do you understand then? We have to keep going. We have to keep going.
There's no other choice.
We're not dealing with normal people.
Ariel, that's what I was thinking about last night. Last night, when I finished the live stream at 4:30, I stayed for a while. Because it's impossible to go to sleep after so many hours of work. You're so tired that you can't fall asleep.
No. Besides, you need at least an hour to relax before going to bed. It happens to me too.
Yeah, me too. Sometimes I walk alone out here on the street. One of these days they'll say, "Where is this crazy guy going in the middle of the night?" Look, in those moments when I'm alone, there's something that, and I'm going to say this very seriously. The intention is not to leave the regime alive, meaning that the dictatorship in Iran should no longer exist. When these people find themselves at the last moment, when they see that there's nothing left, that there's nothing anymore, what are they capable of doing? These people are willing to take everyone down with them, and we know that.
We know that.
My concern, and you know I'm not one of those who are super alarmist or a doomsayer, but it is true that I do have a concern that this regime, when it feels cornered, but really cornered, and today could be one of those days when they say, Larijani is no longer here, he's gone. The head of the Basij, Mujtaba, is hours or minutes away from following the same path. What's going to happen there? What? How far are they willing to go?
Sure, but my question is, right, these people are going to go all the way and they're going to die fighting. We know this. I would like to know what else they can do. I mean, besides holding out as long as they can, which is what they're doing. It's a war of attrition. The longer the war lasts, the better it is for Iran and their chances of survival. The longer the war lasts, the more likely it is that Trump will get tired, get bored, or realize that things aren't going well. They're playing the attrition game.
They're doing that, but the attrition is hitting them.
No, the attrition is on us, not on them. We have to get into their mindset. We're Westerners. In Israel, we've been at war for 18 days, a real war, a war that the population feels. Not a war at the front where soldiers go, a classic war, but a war where the civilian population is under attack. Children stay home, schools are closed, many jobs aren't operating, people feel overwhelmed, you wake to sirens and can't sleep. This is exhausting. This wears you down, and it's starting to show. The Iranians, on the other hand, they are resisting heroically. That's their mentality. They are convinced that they are heroically resisting an attempt to overthrow their regime, and they are sure that they are winning. Do you get why these people think this way? The goal is for the regime to fall, but it hasn't happened. And time goes by, and as long as the regime doesn't fall and time goes by, that increases their sense of victory and our sense of defeat. Notice that at this point, many of us already thought that people would start taking to the streets, and for now, people are not going out into the streets.
Were people ordered to take to the streets yet, or told on social media? Or are they still being told to stay home, that it's not time? Yes.
That's true, but from the Iranians' point of view, for them, the more they resist, the closer they are to victory. So what can they do? They can keep resisting as much as they can to see if playing the attrition game eventually works in their favor and they win. What's the problem? The problem is that this war of attrition really wears you down. Besides that, I mean, if we manage to endure, and I always say we Israelis are willing to endure whatever it takes. I've told you 1,000 times, there's no problem. How long are we going to be like this? Until Passover, no problem. Until Shavuot, no problem. 1 month, 2 months, we'll endure whatever it takes. What else can they do? You say if they feel trapped, you're worried about their actions. What will they do? What are they going to do? What are they going to attack with? What are they going to throw at us? What are they low on? Missiles? Do you understand what I'm telling you? They don't have atomic bombs. They don't have them. If we give them 2-3 weeks, maybe a month, they might manage to make one, but they don't have any right now. They talk about hypersonic missiles, supersonic, mega, hyper, super. I don't know what kind of sonic missiles they have. They've used those missiles according to them. They've already used them. And what happened? They've done a lot of damage, yes, but not the kind of damage they said they were capable of doing. I mean, they can keep attacking the way they're attacking, but I don't think they're capable of doing more than what they're already doing. My fear is that they have agents abroad. They could carry out an attack against a synagogue.
That's what I was going to say. Today, March 17th, 1992, the attack on the Israeli embassy in Argentina. Today, Larijani is eliminated. It's a message.
Today marks the anniversary of the Argentine embassy attack.
Today is March 17 today, 1992.
Look,
how nice. They could have finished off Larijani. Yesterday was the anniversary of yesterday, and it was the 17th. It's a message. It's a message. This really is.
Yes, it's a message, but do you get it? Can they actually do that? They can carry out attacks in Europe. They can carry out attacks in the United States. They can carry out attacks in Latin America. That's what they can do. That's what people there with the ability to carry out attacks can do. Besides, it's not that hard to carry out an attack against, well, let's not give any ideas, right? But you don't need much to cause harm. It's enough for one person to be there, and there are people. I mean, we're not talking about a bomb with 500 kilos of explosives, which they could also do too. Yes, they can do it. They can start activating their sleeper cells abroad and at the same time carry out attacks simultaneously in a lot of places. That said,
I'm going to show you a comment that Dr. Gattel made on social media, and I'm going to try to get him to come to the channel today. If possible, I don't know if we'll be able to or not. He wrote something that really caught my attention. Look, last night while we were, or you were, asleep, did something happen? In Iraq, drones were launched at the European Union office in a hotel. And Dr. Gattel said, when you choose humiliation instead of going to war, you will be humiliated and you'll have war anyway. Europe became cowardly, so it will be treated as a coward. Do you think that's for the better? The European Union doesn't want to get involved in this war, even with all the reasons it has to do so? Because they're afraid of those sleeper cells, because they're afraid of those attacks.
right? I don't think the European Union is 100% aware of the danger of those attacks, even though it has suffered this kind of attacks. They suffered them in Madrid, they suffered them in London, they suffered them in Barcelona, they suffered them in other European capitals, and they are still suffering them I think the main reason, and I'm telling you, remember who you're talking to, right? I always speak from a historical perspective. So my analysis is that Europe doesn't want to get involved in this war because after World War II, Europe is afraid of wars. Historically, Europe has trauma from wars, and therefore Europe doesn't want to get involved in wars again. That's my theory. They still carry the trauma and shock of the two world wars that took place in Europe. They're called world wars, both the First World War and the Second World War. Europe, in my view, still bears the trauma of the First and especially the Second World War. So do they consciously or unconsciously avoid getting involved in wars? I think that's the reason, the main reason. That's how we need to analyze it.
I think so. Incredible. It's incredible. Well, Ariel, I won't take up any more of your time since you'll be busy later.
I'm leaving. I'm going to finish eating now. I'm going to prepare a program. We need to do something about the coffee sale. We have to keep her informed. Then we'll see when we go to the BB's cafeteria.
There will be people there waiting, just so you know.
Well, we're not going to say when we're going to go.
So don't wait for us there.
Of course not, if someone is going there now to meet military strategies.
And you? And you?
No. People want to meet you. People want to see your face. Me, they see my face.
With you, going to Jerusalem with you is a problem because everyone knows you and that's what has happened to us. And of course, at that moment, they didn't know I was in Israel because it was a secret trip. And of course, people in front of me ask, and strategies? And I'm right there next to them thinking, oh my God, and laughing.
No, but always. I mean, every time I go to Jerusalem, I walk, I go to record. There, people recognize me, they stop me, they greet me, and everyone asks me, where's your brother? Where's your brother? Where is he? Military strategies. Today, he's not with me. Sometimes he is with me. And of course, if there's someone with me and I'm walking anywhere in Israel, people automatically... Estrategias.
That's how it is. What a crazy thing. Well, Ariel, thank you very much. Greetings to Taco.
See you. Goodbye.
Live here on military strategy. It's incredible. Incredible what's happening today. What's going on today. Thank you so much, everyone, for your super chats, for everything you're doing for this channel. We're on our way to 500,000, which is easy to say, but there's nothing quick about it. And it's absolutely crazy. Absolutely crazy. The information war, the media war. What's going to happen here? What's going to happen here? I don't know. The day has just begun. The day has just passed. Right now, we have images from Baghdad. Last night, the U.S. Embassy was attacked. You have an amazing show from last night with incredible footage. You have to watch it if you didn't see it early this morning, the previous show. Look at Baghdad right now. Intelligence sources are now confirming that Larijani's mistake was going out on the street last Friday. The mistake that led to the location of Ali Larijani was going out on the street last Friday. What last Friday, yours truly, military strategies, was saying and implying to the whole community? The death of Larijani began last Friday. Family, thank you so much for being live with us. It's been a real pleasure. We'll see each other later, but I don't know if the coffee will be today or not. But very soon I'm going to Jerusalem to recharge my energy. See you here on Military Strategies and tonight on the Cuba program. Deal?